So my name is Philip Grace. I'm from Bob W. We're a European operator of service departments, currently operating in 15 countries, about 3,500 apartments, and we're predominantly a design-led, tech-enabled service department company. I think it's a fascinating space. I've worked in many asset classes, be that co-living, co-working. I believe that service departments is an asset class that's just developing so quickly, and it's just offering something. It's not unique, but it's what people now want. People don't want to stay in a boarding hotel. What people want to do is they want to stay in an apartment. They don't want to have a lengthy wait at check-in to be able to check in. They want to be able to talk to people, not to talk to bots, and have that wonderful, wonderful guest experience. And this is why we've been able to attract more funding into Bob W as an operator. So we did a Series B, and this Series B was led by a company called private equity, a Nordic private equity company called Every Capital. Now, as a business, we've been around since 2019. So we've done founder, we've done seed, we've done VC, we've done A, we've done B. But I guess the unique thing is that not a single investor has ever taken money off the table. Now, why is that? Well, it's because Bob W performed. I've already said we've got about 3,500 assets, but we've done it in a very sensible way. So we haven't just gone for growth. No, we could have done twice as many apartments, but for us, the pathway to profitability was absolutely key. So we managed to raise around 40 million euro as a Series B at the beginning of this year. And that delivers for us a fully funded platform to take our revenues to around 100 million in 2026. It's not kite flying. We signed these deals already. They're leased. We've got another 3 hotels opening in London over the next couple of months. So that's what we've done. There's another reason that people invested, and I think this is a really important point for all the operators in this market. And it's a drum I'm banging at the moment, and it's compliance. And look, if I was an individual and I wanted to take a property and rent a few apartments out as an Airbnb or similar, I'd do it. But when you get to a certain size, you've got to be more compliant in what you do. And we can see what's happening with tourism, with Airbnb, with rent control. We can see all these, and it's not, again, just talking about it. It's happening in Dublin, it's happening in Edinburgh, it's happening in Barcelona. This is coming. And one of the unique things about Bob is that we are a compliant operator. That means we operate hotel assets, C1 assets, and deliver 0 to 90 nights and not outside of compliance. I was really interested in the synergies between your conference here, because you've got co-living people here. You've got hospitality people here. You've got some of my old co-working friends are here as well. Now there's not unique, but there's one thing that binds everything together, and that's hospitality. And I do think that's sometimes underestimated. You know, whether you're delivering an office and wanting to get people back to the office, it's the hospitality experience that they have. And one of the great things we've done at Bob, of course, is digitise that whole journey, which is brilliant. So I wanted to meet different people and see what other people were thinking about compliance and operations and opportunities to develop other asset classes into co-living, into apartments. So, well, that's why I'm here. I think there's a lot of naivety. I think a lot of people don't see the future. They don't actually get their head out of the sand and look at the challenges that there are in this space. I think they're happy running a business and treating it as a cash cow. I think people are overvaluing their businesses because they can see cash coming in but can't reinvest that cash to be able to deliver something that's fit for purpose. I think it's really interesting to talk to operators that are still manually checking people into their buildings. I think that's interesting. But I guess I go back to the point I made earlier, it's the similarities. You know, I've said this before, that a building is a building, it shouldn't be put into a certain asset class. It's a silo that can deliver different asset classes within the same building. So you can have a vertical village, but it's an asset that can change, and it's what's suited. So if we look at our high streets right now, let's get some activity in the high streets. People talk about office and how office is not in demand. Well, create offices that encourage people to come back, not want to stay and work from home. Nobody wants to work from a studio or sit on their bed. People want to have an opportunity to interact with other people. We're social humans at the end of the day, and a lot of that is driven by hospitality. So I've loved being here.